My son's imaginary friend knows things he shouldn't. Last week, my 4-year-old son Jamie started talking about a new friend. Nothing weird at first, just the usual toddler stuff. He's tall and wears a long coat, Jamie said over breakfast, spooning cereal into his mouth. He lives in the closet and only comes out when the lights are off. Creepy, sure, but imaginary friends are normal, right? At least that's what the parenting books say. I figured it was just part of his overactive imagination, probably something he picked up from one of those YouTube videos he's not supposed to be watching. I asked him the friend's name. Mr. Gray, he said. He says he knows you. That stopped me for a second. You mean he knows Daddy? My wife asked, laughing. Jamie nodded. He said Daddy used to dig holes in the woods. And he put someone in one. I froze. Jamie giggled and ran off to play with his Legos. My wife looked at me jokingly. You burying bodies I don't know about? I smiled, tried to laugh it off. But my heart was racing. 'Cause there is something buried in the woods. 15 years ago, before I met my wife, something happened. Something bad. There was a man, violent, dangerous. I won't get into the details here, but he hurt someone I cared about. I never planned it, not really. But I remember the weight of the shovel. The smell of wet dirt, the way the cold ground gave way beneath me. No one ever found out, no one could have. Until now. That night, Jamie wouldn't sleep unless I left the closet door open. He stared at it until he finally dozed off. I stayed up watching him on the baby monitor. At exactly 3:17 a.m., he sat bolt upright in bed, turned to the closet and said, "Okay, I told him." Then he lay back down and fell asleep. The next day, I asked him what he meant. I helped Mr. Gray, he said, picking at his food. He said he forgot where the bad man was, but I showed him the tree. I drove out to the old house that afternoon. It's been abandoned for years. The oak tree in the backyard is still there, gnarled, half dead, and leaning to one side. No one's been here in over a decade. I was sure of it. Until I saw the footprints. Small ones, like a child's. They circled the tree, paused by the trunk. Then vanished. I didn't tell my wife, I didn't tell anyone. I barely slept that night. Yesterday, Jamie came into my room holding a piece of paper. A crayon drawing it showed a stick figure standing next to a much taller one in a long gray coat. Behind them was a big tree, and under the tree, a red X. Jamie smiled and handed it to me. He says thank you, he whispered. He remembers now.